Hello and welcome to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, MrBooMStickXL, and on today's video, I will be reviewing the Hori ONYX PlayStation 4 controller. If you're unfamiliar with this controller, I did an unboxing last week and I will link it in the show notes below should you be interested in watching it. In order to do a fair and precise review, I spent nearly 20 hours playing many of Sony's biggest games, and I put the Hori ONYX controller through its paces. Here's a list of the games that I've played: God of War, Ratchet & Clank, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, and the Uncharted Lost Legacy DLC. I chose these particular titles because they made very good use of all of the buttons, analog sticks, and bumper buttons on the ONYX controller. In my video unboxing, I explained why I was so excited for this controller. Though I proudly support all three consoles, I do admit playing on the Xbox is where I do most of my gaming. With that said, it should come as no surprise that I feel that the Xbox One controller is by far the best controller available from all three companies. I do in fact play enough PlayStation 4 games that using the DualShock 4 was becoming a bit bothersome. Sure, if I had no choice then I would just use it and not say a thing. We are in a generation of options, and being able to use an Xbox One type controller on the PlayStation 4 is exciting. But is the ONYX controller any good, and is it worth your time and money? That is what I'm going to be answering for you today in this video. First, let's talk price. I paid $59.99 and imported it directly from England. This, of course, is what a standard PlayStation 4 or Xbox One controller cost here in the States, unless, of course, you catch it on sale. I did purchase this from a third-party seller on eBay who shipped it for free and charged no sales tax. I reached out to Hori to find out when it was going to be available here in the US, but unfortunately, as of this video, received no response from the company. Next, I'd like to discuss the controller's construction. Its Xbox One design is perfect. The plastic feels sturdy and has ridges on the grip portion so that the controller doesn't slip out of your hand. My only complaint is that it is a little light. I do like it when a controller has a little bit of heft to it. Some of the minuses that I have to list during this review may sway you from purchasing the ONYX controller. It's missing the speaker that's currently found in the standard DualShock 4, and there's also no light bar in the front of the controller as well. Also absent from this controller is the headphone jack, so you will need to use a wireless headset to be able to speak with friends. I personally don't really miss any of these functions, but you might, and if so, I would consider staying away from the ONYX controller. Now, this is where I think the controller stands out, and of course I'm referring to the battery and how long it holds a charge. After nearly 20 hours of play, I have only charged it once since doing the initial unboxing. One of the biggest complaints that many gamers have with a standard DualShock 4 is its battery life, and how often it needs to be charged. But to be completely fair here, the ONYX controller is missing many of the functions that PlayStation 4 players have come to know and love. Overall, I found this to be an excellent purchase for me because many of the minuses that I listed are not something I found important when I'm playing many of Sony's first-party titles. Having an Xbox One controller experience while playing my PlayStation 4 is one of the main reasons for this purchase, and it's one that I'm not sorry I made. After it's all said and done, I'm giving the ONYX PlayStation 4 controller by Hori a solid 8.5 out of 10 and would highly recommend it to anyone who wants an Xbox One controller experience while playing on the PlayStation 4. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button, share this on social media, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Have an awesome day.